You all have heard of an iceberg video, right? You might have even watched one or two. Yet with how widespread these are, I've been hard-pressed to find one about Smile for me. And then I thought to myself, why wait around for someone else to do the work when I can just do it myself? So let's look below the waters to see what lies at the bottom of Smile for Me knowledge. Smile for Me does have an official art book, but I'll go into more detail later. It's pretty cool and I think you should, buy it yourself to support indie developers.
This seems to be an altar of Habit and is sensuously only seen when Habit is threatening Flower Kid.
This refers to a Steam post made by this lovely user right here, showing how they were able to land on top of Randy, who is to my knowledge the only NPC that can have this happen to them.
Yes, there are Smile for Me speedruns at speedrun.com. It has the full list for players and categories if you wanna check that out.
For the concept art in the boiler room, the hole in the wall is listed as Wall Kid, which is presumably an early concept for Wallace.
With most games, there are things that go unused. Most of the beta sprites do resemble the characters we know and love, although some notable exceptions being Tim Tam and Trevor.
So there was an old Smile for Me trailer made to be shown at festivals and such. It was thought to be previously lost until Yugo found it on an old computer. Some differences include Sock Puppet Habit instead of Habit, Cherry Parsley and Petunia on different spots like the screenshots on Steam, Borber being downstairs instead of on the terrace. Evidently this is the same place they're at in the collage ending. Also having different dialogue when you meet her. Marv being outside the pond. The left side of the carnival gate being missing. Randy is underneath the stairs instead of next to them, and seems to have been there from the start. His voice also sounds a little bit higher pitched, but that could just be me. Early text boxes. Kamal just sitting around instead of sitting on the bench, and what appears to be the beta frog-eyed Kamal. Different punch sound, different Petunia sprite colors, no noise made when you get an item, different camera sound, different positioning of the valve on the pipes, not in a different spot when you meet them, and using their dash mouth design. Alright, that's all I saw. If you want to look at it yourself, the link's down below.
Toothless mode is the lowest graphical setting you can have on for Smile for Me. This does not change the sprites, however only applying to textures on the walls.
This is the worst possible ending that you could get in the game, having everyone's heads that you didn't save being replaced with some kind of object relating to them. Rather, their heads are like that due to hallucinations, or that's just how they appear now, is still not entirely known.
Both types of Carlas have their backside textured, yet they always follow the camera, so there's no way to see their back through normal means.
This goes back to the art book, where Yugo and Day show us some old concepts of Habit. Most of them being before they knew what Habit was exactly going to be. Some of the fandom has even taken it upon themselves to turn these old designs into other characters in the universe, but I'll save that for later. This is a theory that states the Cowboy Bed and Carla are not sentient, but rather AI, using their lack of talk circles as evidence. And the way Carla's speech is unique to everyone else, almost like it was typed out onto a computer, speaking in abbreviations and emoticons.
While my friend over here crushes your dreams, I offer up a counter argument saying that Habit is alive, as he's very prevalent in Habit's tweets. Ooh, you never know!
Okay, so this is two things. One, these test characters I've seen on Daylane's Twitter, Just thought I might show you guys. They probably weren't actually intended to make the final cut. One of them is a character from another Yugo Limbo project called springvideo803.soup. And 2, on Yugo's Instagram there are these two funny ladies next to Nat and Millie. Although they very well could have been made before Yugo knew about the Smile For Me project. I can actually show you this one.
So this is the habit statue that I was talking about. I believe it was from the same person who made the Dr. Habit outfit in the epilogue. That was shown off there. I believe Kamal showed it off. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that you've seen it. And now you're seeing this. I'm pretty sure this is actually the same mold that they used for the one on Habit's Twitter. It is not the same one, because I got this for $45. I assure you that that specific one would be a lot higher price. Yeah, this is the entry. It's the man. They actually had different customization options, but this is the one I got. This is the nice one.
I don't know why this is so low on the list, but there is in fact something on the back of the wet paint sign.
Going back to the old Habit design, Grig is specifically this one. Most people I've seen like to think of him as Habit's uncle, usually having the characteristic of good.
Parsley could be old enough to be divorced. I mean, which is parsley can be.
I cannot confirm nor deny anything.
It says it right there in the drawing. It's canon.
Omar, you should have said my ex-husband Martin is a pilot.
This was confirmed by Yugo on Twitter, and as they state, was in fact hinted in the epilogue, as some of the characters have WY in their email address, which is in fact the abbreviation of Wyoming. Okay, mistake on my part. This was supposed to say stress test, but I had already combined the layers on the iceberg before I noticed this mistake. Basically, this was an old video posted by Day Lane to see how much stress the game could handle before it doesn't start to look too hot. Day made a little 3D Jerry, how cute. It was a scrapped item in the game, being an unmarked bottle of pills you dug out of the ground. In the footage shown, Flower Kid shows it to Petunia, who calls them bills. What this item was used for is not known, but if I had to guess, it was going to maybe be something to de-stress one of the habitations. But the concept got scrapped as they went further into development, potentially using the leftover code for the quirk translator. Huh. Looks like we reached the depths of the Smile For My iceberg. This is not every single bit of Smile For Me knowledge. In fact, I found more things while making this video. Probably enough to fill another iceberg. Well, if you have any questions about any of the entries, you're free to ask. And if you would like to add anything, that's fine too. Guess this has been Idiot Dimensions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.